Hello, I'm DoctorSpiffing, and in the background you're watching footage of my Fallout 4 Let's Play that I've begun to record for YouTube for you all to watch. This footage that you're watching is missing any commentary because I made a slight bugger up, which was addressed in the first proper episode. This video is specifically here just to explain what's going to happen while you watch this. The series is about a character. I named her Freya, a classic name. She has been created to be my Minutemen General character. That's what this series is about, the Minutemen. As you know, the Minutemen are the ones helping the Commonwealth to rebuild. Now, to the mod list for this series, I have the papers in front of me. To begin, I've written them all down as they were written on my mod organizer. However, fair warning, as I warned in the first episode that has already been recorded and edited, that the mod list is incomplete as there are some mods listed in mod organizer there without a proper name where the file was named, say, 4K textures or pack 1 blah blah blah. And of course, I can't determine what they are because they're just loose meshes and textures and I'm too lazy to really figure it out. So, there are a few of those missing. The mod list consists of an ungodly amount of mods. Mod Organizer says there are 275 plugins loaded at the moment. And let's get into it. So first up we have alternate settlements, self-explanatory. If you do wish to look at any of these mods, just search the name that you like the sound of and have a look at their Nexus page. If they don't have a Nexus page, there's a high likelihood they're downloaded from a private Discord server. And if not from there, then it may have been removed a long time ago, because I've had this same mod pack for most of Fallout 4's lifespan. Excuse me. So, first up is alternate settlements, like I said. Just more settlement building objects. Next we head into CBBE body, which is short for Caliente's Beautiful Bodies Enhancer, which was a Skyrim mod as well, for female bodies. Then we have the 1950s feminine outfits, which changes some of the clothing, such as, the suits and ties, into more feminine attire. Agemo's NPCs, just a miscellaneous NPC replacer to enhance their appearance. People like Overseer McNamara and such. I think it was McNamara. Appealing moles is just appealing moles, as it states. Armor and weapon keywords. This is just like, Google it, it's very common, most of you've probably already heard of it. Armor Smith Extended, same thing. Army Officers Outfits is just a mod that adds in a variety of different outfits for different branches of the US Army, and of different rankings and stuff that can be created at the chemistry station. I generally use them on some of my settlers sometimes, because I do like the appearance of them. Occasionally on my own character. Next we have Atom's Greatness, which is a mod that lets you build churches in your settlements. It requires the master plan. Just a warning, that might pop up on the list later, I think. Better cooking stations. That is a mod that makes cooking stations have food hanging off them. Just make them feel more realistic, Better junk fences. Pretty much what it says. Self-explanatory. Better settlers. Self-explanatory. Body Slide, which is partnered with CBBE to be able to change the bodies of the CBBE body to make your outfits, say, you want one outfit to make them look like they're pregnant or whatnot, you can do that. Now, the Brotherhood of Steel Power Armor Overhaul. I honestly can't remember what that is, so Google it. Buildable Power Armor Frames, self-explanatory. It lets you build your Power Armor Frames at settlements. I think that's used to stop, Power Armor resetting. Busy Settlers just adds in some invisible rugs and scavenging stations to make settlers look like they're doing things to make your settlements feel more alive. Wow, fucking 4 minutes, 20 seconds already. Button-lowered weapons, you'll see me use that quite frequently. Normally when you hold R in the game, it will put your gun away. However, now it'll lower it, and then it'll put it away if you do it again. So that way you can, instead of pointing it at the said person's face continuously. Commonwealth Cuts is just cosmetic hair. Commonwealth Survivalist Gear, I'm pretty sure that's an outfit mod. Crimson Rider's Accessories, definitely outfit things. I love his mods. He makes some beautiful things. I use them a lot on my settlers to make them look more unique. There are some Settlement videos coming out, specifically one built on Spectacle Island. I call it the Isle. I built it. You would have seen the video uploaded for a trailer for it that turned into more of like a mini machinima type thing. Now these are a bunch of cross mods. The Break Action Laser, the Brotherhood of Steel Recon Armor, the Corsus Trigger Die, the Cybernetics, Eye Patch, Critical Gore Overhaul, Institute Expeditionary, Cross Tech Mask, the Brotherhood of Steel Uniform, and now out of those, now into CWSS Redux, which adds in bathroom things, usable showers, loos, bathtubs, to make your settlements feel more real, have a bathhouse there. Dancer's Wearable Holotags. My character is wearing that currently. Dog tags in the game and holotags are now replaced with wearable ones. So that way you can wear them. And I do like that idea for, a Brotherhood character or Nate or even Nora wearing her husband's dog tags, Darker Nights, self-explanatory, it makes the nights darker. It's been around a long time. DD's Stackable Concrete, just lets you stack the concrete foundations. Deluxe Mask, I'm pretty sure that's makeup. I think it's called Dino More Decorations, I can't remember. It just adds in more little pre-done things such as baskets of food for your settlements to decorate your kitchens with. Diverse Children makes the children's appearance change like Agemo's NPCs, gives them new modded hair, new appearances, just makes them less potato-y and less Skyrim looking. Do It Yourself. No, I'm not pronouncing that wrong. It is actually Do It Yourself. Adds in shelves to the settlement building, which you can then put decorations on that snap to it. So that way it's quick and easy decorations without going through the hassle of doing it to a normal shelf. Ellie's Armor Compendium. Everyone's probably heard of this. Fair warning, it does break pre-combines in an area. You can make a patch yourself, but I got lazy. I'm never in that area anyway. Just adds in more realistic looking clothes to the game on top of the ones we already have. Eyeliner masks, makeup for looks menu. Far West Minutemen is by far my favourite Minutemen overhaul. Makes them look very unique, steampunky. I do love it very much. Fashionable Valentine allows you to change the outfit that Nick Valentine is wearing. Faster Workshop, I believe, is the one that makes the workshop menu load up much faster than it used to, because you would know, if you've played for a long time, that opening the workshop menu does take quite a bit of time to load. Right, where are we? Oh, Fem Shepping's Autumn Fashion, pretty sure that's just clothing. Full dialogue interface, which gives the dialogue interface less of the Mass Effect wheel and more of the older Fallout games like Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Give Me That Bottle is a self-explanatory mod. Every time you drink, say, Nuka-Cola or purified water, it will give you the empty bottle or can back in your junk to use. You can refill those, I believe, as well. Home plate and Mechanist layout for Workbench to fix the fact that you can't have certain things. I think it also does it to the Boston Airport. I have another one installed for that from a long time ago. Homemaker, more settlement building things. Google it if you're interested in it. Adds in a bunch of stuff. Housekeeping, honestly, I can't remember what that one is whatsoever. HZS offices and stores adds in prefabs of different shops that you'd see around like Concord and Quincy for building in buses as well, with snappable shops inside, so you can have like buses in your settlements with shops built inside. Immersive Settlers is just makes your settlers a bit more real, Google it if you're interested. Immersive Vendors makes the vendor stalls look a bit more realistic and less bland and empty like they are in the vanilla game. Increased settler population, self-explanatory. Increase the settler population from maximum to slightly high, so that way you can really build cities instead of small towns. Institute Paint for all power armor. There are a few of these, so I'll just scroll over them when they come across them. They're just there for pretty much all factions I have them for. JC Shirt and Jeans is just an outfit mod from a long time ago. Still haven't removed that, forgot to. Locksmith, I think, allows you to lock doors and force locks open. I have Looks Menu and the Looks Menu Customization Compendium, so you get more customization when creating the characters. The M1911A1 is just a pistol mod. Had that for a long time. And Power Armor Naming Overhaul. I can't remember what that is, but I know it's something. Settlement Supplies Extended, or SX. I always got questioned about that one on my mod list from family and friends. KS Hair, New Hair, Misk hair, which is just miscellaneous hair, more hair. Adds in Yennefer's hair from The Witcher 3 if you're interested. Then another mod gives that physics. Minutemen paint for all power armor. That is a typo there. Let me just touch that up real quick. I forgot the T on paint. That does the same as the Institute one. NAC, Natural and Atmospheric Commonwealth. Very good if you can't run an EMB, but you do want your game to look nicer. You can use that. I just have had it installed for a long time. Northland Diggers. Adds in some more scavenging workbenches, but more precise, like you've got one that does specifically fish. You would have seen them in the Isle. You would have seen them at the fishermen's and whatnot. Just adds in, so you can focus them on getting, say, concrete or mechanical items. Rad Bands just adds in aviators to the game. OC Decorator, more small decorations to put into your settlements. They also added a machine that you can put down to turn anything into a decoration for your settlement. Oh, sorry. I have a message. Never mind. Nothing important. Just Netflix telling me new things. Orphans of the Commonwealth adds in orphans around the Commonwealth and allows you to have them as settlers in your settlements. Player comments and head tracking, self-explanatory. Your character will comment on certain things around. You shoot your follower, she or he will say, "Oh, sorry, I went too far." Whatnot. And the head tracking is basically when someone's talking, they'll turn their head like NPCs would, so they're not so rigid. Police officer's uniform just adds in some police-type uniforms, sheriff's uniforms, police uniforms. Swan, the guy outside of Covenant, I think that's his name, he wears Swanson or something. He wears the sheriff's outfit with the militia hat, and it looks fantastic in settlements. Ponytail hairstyles, I think that one's by Azar. That's been around a long time and is still one of my favourites. Power armor redone, yada yada, self-explanatory. Can't remember what that is, so Google it. Prisoner shackles adds in shackles to assign settlers to make prisons and stuff in your settlements. Passive water sources I just have because it adds in some nice passive water sources that just look pretty in settlements. Retro fashion, I think that adds in some stuff like boater hats, twill coats, herringbone suits. Reverb and ambiance overhaul. Brilliant mod, self-explanatory. Overhauls the reverb in the game and the ambiance. Railroad paint for power armor, just like the other two so far. And RVs of the Commonwealth. I got this a long time ago to be able to build RVs in the Commonwealth in settlements, because I didn't know a mod that did it at the time, but I've since fixed that, but I keep it in my mod list for if I play survival, there's little spots where you can pit stop for sleep. Sandbag fortifications adds just what it says, fortifications to build in your settlements to make more militaristic designs. Scrap everything. I believe everyone should have that, as long as it doesn't break your pre-combines too much and affect your performance. Settlement keywords expanded or SKE. You should know what it is. Just go Fallout 4 SKE mod. Settlement object expansion pack. No more settlement. Shade girl leather outfits. Brilliant mod. Lovely outfits. I would wear them. Connectable power poles adds in those wooden power poles like you see around the Commonwealth too. Sorry. Burped a little, just had breakfast. To your settlements for you to build, and you can connect power lines to them. So it just looks very pretty. Sinking human bodies makes human bodies sink when they land in water. Skibidar weapon pack redux adds in a bunch of new weapons to the game. I think it only uses one slot on your load order too, so that's why I have it instead of having multiple different weapon mods. Adds in a bunch that I'm a big fan of. Snappy house kit, more settlement buildings, very popular. Solar power. I found this one a while ago to add in solar panels to settlements just to, make stuff look pretty and add a more green life to things. I used it in a house I built in, I think it was Coastal Cottage or something like that for my general character a long time ago. Survival options lets you change the options in survival. So you can choose how much damage you take and how much damage you give. Survivalist go bags, which adds just in some decorative backpacks you can wear that looks beautiful. Cozy scabber, some good decorations and building kits for your settlements to make it look like scavenged apocalyptic. Mercenary pack, armor, you probably would have heard of it already. The Kite synth uniform, can't remember what that is, but I downloaded it for Ryzen a long time ago. Militia woman, love that outfit for my Minutemen women. The Railroad Handmaiden, I love that one for my Railroad characters. Thematic and practical adds more of that, Scabbers type design buildings and furniture. Usable cigarettes allows you to make a flip lighter at the chemistry station to be able to puff a fag out every now and then. You can become addicted, just keep that in mind if you get that mod. Minutemen Morale, I think that was made by Evil Viking, or I think it's Ranger Dave now. Just add some morale around your Minutemen settlements. Vivid Weathers, good weather mod, very popular. Wasteland Fashion, adds in some just outfits. I think that one of them was called Apocalyptic Witch or something. You would have seen them in some videos by people a while ago. Wasteland Imports adds in imported things from, say, Fallout New Vegas or previous games. Westech Tactical Optics, most likely heard of that already, so I'll let you Google that, see if you like it. They're amazing. Sabrina's Workshop Devices adds in some beautiful things, elevators, drawbridges, new switches such as fuse boxes for your settlements. I love it, it's a must-have. Horror Ghoul Sound Pack replaces all the ghouls' audio with more horrific sounding things, so when you're sneaking around on harder difficulty in the dark, it is horrific. Especially for me, because I'm a pretty little princess. Natasha Face Texture is a just face texture mod like the Valkyria one. I prefer the Natasha one, however. This is my bed. Adds in some beds to your settlement menu that you can build so that way settlers won't sleep in them, so it's specifically yours. Enhanced blood textures, just as self-explanatory, changes the textures of the blood to be a bit more nice. Minutemen Watchtowers adds in some watchtowers around the wasteland built by the Minutemen before they fell. You can find some good loot in them. I think I went and explored one in one of the videos. Realistic Firearms changes, I think it started with T to something or other, changed the order to be more realistic. And then a bunch of Savant X retextures, armor, clothing, weapons, and hair. Unlimited settlement budget, so you don't run out of budget in your settlements, you can just keep building infinitely. Fair warning, that will impact your performance in those areas if you build over the budget too far. Valentine Reborn basically just retextures his outfit, I think, and his face to be beautiful. Google it, it is my favourite retexture of Valentine so far. Thicker Beards just fixes that weird problem with men's beards in Fallout. When in third person you see them at a distance, that you can see through them. Beretta M9FS is just another pistol mod. Adds in some unique variants for the Railroad, Brotherhood, and Minutemen. I will not tell you where they are because spoilers. Classic Ghouls changes the normal humanoid ghouls in the game to be as they were in Fallout 3 in New Vegas. I do prefer those designs more to the new testicular designed ones we have now. Grunt outfit variants, I think, just adds in the grunt type outfits from Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Creative Clutter, more decorations for settlements. Woody's Wasteland Stuff is more of the same, more decorations for your settlements to look pretty in. Scabbers Backpacks is the backpack mod that I tend to use the most. Adds in a Brahmin leather backpack and a canvas backpack that do an ample job at giving you more carry capacity and looks stunning. Spiff's Wasteland Clothing adds in some more clothes to the game. Shades of Gradient, ooh, lovely. Retextures the institute to be more dark and dreary and evil like they are, but not too dark, not black. Minutemen General Remesh changes the Minutemen General's outfit to be less, uptight. You can get rid of that collar up the top. It opens the shirt up a bit more. Just looks a lot nicer. You would have seen it on Preston if you watched the video. Sorry, I went too far. Various faction flags texture. I just use, if you just Google, say, Minutemen flag retexture, you'll find the one that I use most likely. He made a bunch of those for pretty much every faction. Minutemen Propaganda, just propaganda for your settlements, for the Minutemen. Protectrons Expanded. I think that just adds more things for the Protectrons in the Automaton DLC. L-String Bow, my favourite bow mod. I can't use it at the moment because of a slight issue. You would find out if you watch the video. PMC, I think that is the military gear. I don't personally wear that, but I do have my settlers wear it. Aggressive Synth Voice gives them a more aggressive, darker Terminator type voice. Then I use Terminator Synths to make them all metal and red eyes to give them a more terrifying display with the voice. Eyes of Beauty, self-explanatory, it was a Sky mod as well to add more beautiful eyes to the game. Pipe Guns Plus, I think that one just makes the pipe guns more viable later on in the game. Ambient Wasteland, another ambiance mod. Synth Overhaul by Marrow and Echoes. They add in variants of the synth armor and whatnot. They are beautiful. Curo tab adds in more settlements. CVC Dead Wasteland, and the Curo and CVC are more for If you don't want to build a building bit by bit and decorate it yourself to make it look wastelandy, they do have more prefabs for the quicker build settlements, you know? I use them quite frequently when I get lazy. Nina's proper pipe guns. I said pie guns there. Sorry, let me fix that. Pipe guns. Pipe guns in the vanilla game are more made out of wood and scrap, but this makes them actually out of pipes and bolts. More to what their name should be. The mod configuration menu, the MCM, no one should go without it. Insignificant object remover, just to improve performance a smidge. SS immersive companions, I'm pretty sure that changes the appearance of some companions. Dark sci-fi vault texture is what makes the vaults more dark and coloured like they were in Fallout 3 and Vault 101. Sanctuary Parts SKE, that's just an add-on for the SKE mod. Damn Apocalypse makes it harder to find ammo and scrap if you're looking for, say, scrap, where you'd normally find, say, a few... No, wait. Sorry, apologies, I'm not feeling well. If you, say, go look for what's normally a box of dirty water, it would just be paper scraps instead. Makes the world much harder. Ammo, medicine is much more expensive and hard to come by. Weapons, generally, when you go to loot them off a body, are just broken, so they can just be used for scrap instead. I find that much more immersive after, you know, how many years it's been, 208, 210 years after the end of the world. Agony Light, I use the Light Edition, just adds more, Google it, it's a fantastic mod. Classic Feral Ghouls, does the same as Classic Ghouls, but for the Feral Edition, gives them the appearance of what they were in Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Fallout 3 New Vegas Vault Suit gives the Vault Suits the design what they used to be in the older games. Boston FPS fix, no one should go without that. Immersive Squeaky Door makes the audio for the doors more squeaky like they would be after 210 years. Classic Holstered Weapons is a fairly new mod that just works. Literally, like God Howard says it just works. We used to have to use, as you would know, old weapon appearance mods to pop them on you, and you'd have to jump to. So this just works. You just open the game, get a weapon. It's on. Every NPC has one too. I have no idea how it works. I just think the man is God. The Pip-Boy 3000A replacer, which changes the Pip-Boy 4000, I think you have in Fallout 4, to the Pip-Boy 3000A model from Fallout 3. I think that was made for the Fallout 3 remaster project that people are working on. Another Sanctuary Bridge replaces the Sanctuary Bridge with a stone one like you see around the Commonwealth, just because it just seems more appealing and better to build settlements with, in my opinion. Fallout 4 FI FPS fix, just another performance. You should look into these if you're having some terrible performance. And if you are having bad performance, do not install any mods like Insignificant Objects or something like that can break your pre-combines, because that will affect your performance severely. If you do need help with performance, don't fret but to ask on internet pages or even me in the comment section. If you do need help, I will link you some sources to help you with your problem. There was a video I watched, I think it was by like Red Rocket TV, which helped a lot with my performance issues. Vivid Fallout all-in-one. No one should go without. It textures pretty much everything in the game. They are stunning, absolutely brilliant. They look a lot better, more detailed, and are better for performance because they use less VRAM. Far, no one should go without. Fixes the terrain lot in the distance for better performance. I use the reduced resolution version to push as much performance out as I possibly can. Sorry, I just dropped my pen lid. Optimize vanilla textures. I installed that, then I installed Vivid Fallout on top, just to make sure I got everything as perfect as I could. I was using Classic Computers Replacer, which made the computers more like they were in, say, the 80s and 90s. I just like the design a lot more. However, I discovered that was somehow causing my game to crash when I saved, like many others. And the Flora mod I am using currently is A Forest. You can download that from the author's Discord server. I can tell you the name of the server if you just give me but a moment. And it's not opening. Never mind. Google around, you'll find it on a Discord server. If you go to a YouTube video, I think it is, they link the Discord server. Yes, so that's that. That's the Flora mod I'm using. And that should wrap up all of the mods that are written here that did have proper names in the Mod Organizer 2 list. if you have any questions about any of the mods, do not be afraid to ask in the comments. I will respond as fast as I can. I do hope you enjoy this series that I've started to begin. I did originally set it out to be beginning about 2 months ago, but I since had to relocate residence and had no internet connection for 2 months. Okay, now into the point of this series is the character Freya is my Minutemen General character, as I said in the beginning. I will be playing with her through the main quest line and helping with some settlements in the Minutemen. Most settlement building will be done off camera, unless you do wish to see more. I will film some of the settlement building and just upload those as separate videos, and then show off said settlements that I've built on that character and my original Minutemen General character Laura to the channel, so keep an eye out for those. The DLCs, I will be completing the Minutemen ending in the main quest line, so I should get this out of the way, and keeping the Railroad alive, destroying the Institute and the Brotherhood of Steel because they do not agree with the ideals of the Railroad or the Minutemen. And that is why I'll be doing Far Harbor on this character and trying to achieve the peaceful ending, no matter what the cost is. No spoilers here. However, Nuka World will not be done on this character. It will be done on another playthrough after the main questline does, with the Brotherhood of Steel ending, with an alternative facial appearance I created for a male character. I have not named him, however, he will be doing the Brotherhood of Steel questline, and he will do Nuka World because my Minutemen character can't really do the Nuka World DLC because she ends up doing the open season ending, so we miss out on most. But with the Brotherhood of Steel, I will do the proper thing and upload videos on that when the time comes. So just keep an eye out for those. Oh, I will also be popping up in the corner and in the description links to if you do to more Fallout videos. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying again. Right. Links to Fallout videos. If you do enjoy Minecraft, there was a Minecraft series, Journey to the Stars, that is undergoing some remedying at the moment while I try to retrieve my mod pack bit by bit, and that will continue up soon. There are some Red Dead videos there from funny moments that you could watch. Please, I beg of you, one of those took me 4 hours to edit, and I've never put so much effort into anything in my life. I don't beg of you, do what you want. But I do hope to see you all in the rest of these videos of this series. I was doing a Fallout 3 using the TTW engine. I might have already spoken about maybe in the broken footage, but it will not be happening any longer, as for some bizarre reason, Fallout New Vegas runs horribly on my system. I use a Ryzen 7 3700X and an RTX 2070 Super, but I get unbearable FPS drops and stuttering. So that will not be happening anytime soon. I've tried to remedy it, but I can't find any solution, so I apologise. Once that's done, I will, however. There may be a Skyrim one pop up soon, but for now, let's just stick to this Fallout playthrough. A name will eventually be chosen for this series, so when that happens. Anywho, I do hope to see you in the rest of these videos. Episode 1 should be uploaded soon, maybe a few days from now. Anyway, ta-ta, goodbye, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!